Hello, my name is Ilyaas Osman, and today my presentation is about carbon capture and storage technology, mitigating greenhouse gas emissions for a sustainable future. The topics we will be covering starts with a brief introduction, followed by the carbon capture and storage process, then environmental impacts, technological advancements, and finally, the conclusion. As we all know, carbon dioxide emissions is a growing dilemma. In fact, emissions have increased by more than 60% since 1990. The most promising solution is carbon capture and storage, also known as CSS. CSS captures carbon dioxide before it is released into the environment. Let's look at how this process works. There are three stages in the carbon capture and storage process, as illustrated in Figure 1. Firstly, we have carbon capture and separation, then transportation, and finally, storage. Carbon capture and separation. There are three methods of capturing CO2. Firstly, we have post-combustion, which uses amino base and alkaline solvents to separate CO2 from flue gas. Then, we have pre-combustion, which processes fuels with oxygen, resulting in mixtures of CO2 and H2. While oxy-fuel combustion burns fuel with pure oxygen, resulting in high concentrations of CO2. Transportation. Before transportation, carbon dioxide is supercompressed, then carried through a network of pipelines, trucks, or ships. Carbon storage. CO2 is injected deep underground beneath layers of caprock where it is stored for eternity. Storage options include active or depleted oil and gas reserves, deep stone and carbonated aquifers, as well as coals and salt beds. What are its environmental impacts? CSS prevents the release of CO2 into the atmosphere. According to the IPCC, it has the potential to reduce global CO2 emissions by 17% and limit global temperature increases to only 2 degrees by 2050. Furthermore, CSS can transform CO2 waste into chemical fuels through enhanced oil recovery. What are the technological advancements in the field? High-efficiency capture methods. It is recommended that there should be a focus on developing new materials to make capturing more effective. This includes chemical absorption, which uses chemical solvents to absorb CO2 from flue gas. Then, we have membrane separation, which uses selective membranes to separate CO2 from flue gas. And finally, cryogenics, which uses low temperatures to separate CO2 from other gases. Chemical looping technology. This uses two interconnected reactors, one containing fuel, the other containing air. The metal oxide interacts with the fuel source to gather oxygen during the burning process. Then, the metal oxide is transferred to the air reactor to release oxygen and finally produce fuel. To conclude, CSS is a technique used to prevent carbon dioxide emissions from entering the atmosphere. There are three stages to the CSS process: capture, transportation, then storage. Technological advancements include high-efficiency capture methods, as well as chemical looping technology. Thank you for listening.